Carla Jenkins, and you may remember me from such classics as I'm not going to put on too much weight while I'm away. So, in case you're not aware, I've just spent a week on a cruise ship. It was the Royal Caribbean Anthem of the Seas. We had a lovely time. The food is very good. The food is very, very good. In fact, I am going to pop in some pictures of some of the things we ate this week, because I feel like what that will do is it will give you a gentle easing into the results of what happened when I got on the scales yesterday. It was a lovely week, and I did go with full intention of not overdoing it. I did go with those intentions, and those intentions stuck with me. No, they didn't. I was going to say they stuck up with me as far as I got on the boat, but they didn't, because I went to Greg's for breakfast before we even got in the car. I don't think I've been on plan really for about 10 or 11 days. The holiday was a week long, but I think I kind of fell off the wagon a long time, several days before we left. I think I went, oh well, never mind. And as you can imagine, the results of that are a little disheartening. Put it this way, here's my little progress chart, and it's not going to look like that in a minute. Mary Berry up there raising her eyebrows at me. That she's on it. She knows what happened. The food is marvellous. And of course it is all inclusive, and there's no reason why you shouldn't eat all day if you want to. Now, we didn't eat all day, but it did seem that there were very short breaks between the meals. So we went down for breakfast, usually around about 8 to half 8, and breakfast usually takes about an hour in the main dining room because they bring you each course separately. I don't have a 3-course breakfast at home. I don't know why I do it on holiday, but on holiday it's always like, oh well, I'll have the croissant, bread item number 1. Oh, and muffins. Oh, and I'll have some toast. Oh, and there's French toast. I'll have some French toast. And and maybe I'll have a roll. Not necessarily all of those all the time for every breakfast, but I would say a good selection of those most of the time for most breakfasts. And then we would potter off, and then around about 12 it'd be about time for lunch, and so we'd go for some lunch, and there was hot dogs and burgers and bread rolls and other carby goodness, and so some carbs went in there. And then we had early dinner. Our dinner was set for 5:30. We had set dining, and it was 5:30 p.m. And so by 5:31 p.m. I was putting myself outside with the bread rolls that were in the basket on the table. And such nice rolls. Kind of cheesy topped brioche roll. Oh my God. You can see where this is going, can't you? Because as you know, I do have a little bit of a bread issue. Cannot stay away from the bread. Although we did discover that if the butter ran out, I had no further interest in the bread. Bread on its own, not a thing. So, 3-course breakfasts, fairly good lunches, 3-course evening meals. Occasional bits of pizza in the evening after. Because the evening meal was 5:30, so if you went to the evening entertainment, by about 10 o'clock you're a bit peckish, so maybe a bit of pizza. Because there was pizza that you could have until 3 a.m. We didn't have a 3 a.m, but we did have a pizza some nights. I wasn't expecting the trip on the scales when we got back to go well. So let's just cut all this and just show you how it went, shall we? 346.6. Now, the last time I did a weigh-in with you guys, I think I've just put it on the screen for you just now. I was wearing this t-shirt, let alone anything else. But the last time I weighed in, I was 339.5. And as you can see, I have gained half a stone plus a little bit, I think. So on the scales yesterday morning, I was 346.6. I round that up to 347 pounds. I'm recording this on Tuesday, by the way. I got on the scales yesterday morning. So that's a gain of 7.5 pounds. Since the last time I weighed in. It's over 2 weeks. It's not just the week of my holiday, because I didn't weigh in last Monday because I was already on the ship by then. So it is since the last weigh in. That's a 7.5 pound gain. And I think I'd probably done a couple of pounds damage before I even went away. So I have undone an awful lot of the progress that I had got. I will update my board. I need to work out my exact loss. But I think I'm still about £3 down from when we started a couple of months ago. That's not great, is it? But hopefully some of that will whoosh off this week now I'm off the carbs again. I got back on plan yesterday morning. Yesterday morning I got on the scales and thought, right, let's draw the line. We came off the ship Sunday. I'm recording this Tuesday, so it was very good yesterday. Well within calories yesterday, within calories so far today. Feeling more motivated, and I want to get back on it. And it is a shame that I have so quickly undone what has taken me 6 weeks to achieve. It is infuriating that weight goes on so much faster than it comes off, but I did have a good holiday. And at the end of the day, holidays are what? They're the high point of my year. You know, I think they're the high point of most people's year. I work hard so that I can afford to have holidays. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to accept that I'm going to let myself go a little bit when I'm on holiday and just going to have to pull it back when I get back. So I was already on the scales this morning. I'm a pound down from yesterday, by the way. So that's already, some of that water weight will have come off from the carbs, from the carb overload. So that's it's already beginning to progress. What's this? I think it was Vogue, Striker Post. It's already beginning to progress in a downwardly trajectory. Is that a thing? I think it is. It's just a brief calorie crush, really, isn't it? To say, oops, went on holiday, did exactly what everybody expected me to do, came back fatter. Just for an update for you guys, Tammy put on about 3.5 Tamsin put on about 3.5 I managed to put on what the other two put on between them, so that was quite an achievement. It's all the bread. I breaded until it was coming out of my ears. It was so good, such nice bread. But I can't do that. I can't carry on the bread now I'm home. We're going to be not completely bread-free zone, but we're definitely going to keep an eye on the carb intake and on the bread products especially. So, thank you for joining me for this one. I don't think anybody's going to be particularly surprised by the outcome that they've seen today. I should imagine everybody was more or less expecting that. I was more or less expecting it, although the 7 was a bit of a blow. And I'll be back next week. And let's hope that I'm in post-holiday weight loss full steam ahead mode. I feel positive. I feel motivated. I feel okay. I had a good holiday. I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye for now.